You always say if the hands could talk.
Mm-hmm.
You have a saying in that, and I've heard you say it a couple of times. Give us something that your hands can tell us that we might not know or have heard.
I tell you what, I can take you to the 150th Open. So it's probably the greatest spectacle of golf I've ever been a part of. I mean, it was incredible. 1, St Andrews. 2, the Open. 3, the 150th one. Like I mean, the only thing that that was probably missing was that Tiger didn't feature on the leaderboard. I think, but all credit to Tiger playing, just teeing it up. But I have a really, really good story about that. And we were on the driving range, and my caddy Jason is the biggest Tiger fan ever. I mean, he'll hate me for saying this, but his email address is tiger66@gmail.com. So you can imagine. I mean, don't put that on there, please. But, I mean, you can laugh about it. Just bleep it out.
Well, they will beep it out.
Yeah, bleep it out and have a laugh.
After the Joburg Open victory, you might have a lot of DMs.
Yeah, he's gonna have to change his email address.
He might have to change it to tiger.2.
Yeah. Well, let me just say, okay, his email address has Tiger in it. Let's just say that. Okay. So, but we played the first round, and we played okay. I think I shot a couple under, and anyway, Tiger was getting ready to go out for his afternoon tee time, and I was doing my warm down the range, and at the back of the range, in true English sports fan fashion, they were betting on which bay, because they're each numbered, right?
Course.
Tiger Woods was going to hit balls in, and Joey LaCava, who I know, I've met a few times, was still working for him, walked onto the range and dropped the bag in the middle of the range, because he obviously knows, the guy's going to bet. And I'll never forget this. I was in bay 22, which is my wife. That's our lucky number, my wife and I. For some reason, a 2 has happened in my life with everything. But I was in bay 22, and I was hitting balls and hitting balls and hitting balls. And then I got to driver, and this guy behind me shouted, okay, and I can swear, right?
Yeah, of course you can.
Is that right?
Of course.
So he says, okay, I hit 1 drive. And Joey LaCava had now moved the bag closer. He's now in bay 23. And this guy had obviously bet on 22. And I'd hit 1 tee shot, and I nuked it straight down the range there. And this guy just shouted from behind. He says, okay, Burmy, that's enough. You can f*** off now. So I turned around and I said, okay, as long as I get a piece of the cut then. I just need a piece. Yeah. But Tiger then walked onto the range, and I've never experienced a silence like that. I've been lucky enough to have an experience with him in my first ever major at Shinnecock Hills. I slam dunked it for 2 on 18, and he was on the tee box behind 18's green, and he gave me like a little fist bump. And then in the locker room afterwards, he said, "That was you who hit the second shot in on 18." I said, "Yeah." He says, "Man, that was an amazing vibe. What a shot." So that's about my Tiger experience. But when we got to the Open and he walked onto the range, and that silence, then I realized his aura, as a person, as a human being. People speak about that a lot. But even when my coach, my trainer, my caddy, my manager, the social media people, the Sky News team, everyone who was there, take out their phone and start videoing.
Yeah, they knew.
Everyone. And it was dead quiet. You could hear a penny drop. I mean, I stopped hitting balls because I was nervous. I was scared I was going to shank one, or I was going to, and he was going to just laugh, obviously, if I did, because he went into bay 23 right behind me. Right. So, that was a pretty cool story.
Michael Jordan's number 23?
Jordan's number's 23, yeah. He was
and did
23.
you play, did you warm up with him a little bit further?
Yeah, I hit a few more balls with him after watching him for a little while, and, realizing he was human. He duffed one and thinned one a little bit. I was like, okay, it's fine now.
I can go back and
hit a few more balls. It's fine. I wouldn't look so bad. So yeah, I hit a few more balls, and then I hung around and watched him finish his warm up, and then
I love how he chose. He maybe thought Tiger was going to go for 23, and he wanted to be next to Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a real story.
22 is your lucky number.
Yeah.
I mean, to get the bay next to Tiger, and you pre-selected
that's
that.
unbelievable.
Yeah. And it ended up being my best major ever, Made the cut on the number, made a nice 6-footer to make the cut. and then shot 65, 66 on the weekend to finish 11th. You know, so it was
Because you got quite a bit of TV time on that Open, eh?
yeah, it was fun. Eh?
Yeah, you got quite a bit of TV time. I
yeah.
watched the highlights again of the 4 days on Saturday night.
Yeah, I was lucky. I had good draws every day. You know, I had Frankie Molinari, and then I can't remember the last day, but I had another really like high ranked player. So
Yeah.
I was always in that like kind of morning feature group.
Yeah.
So it was quite cool to get that TV time.